Welcome into Seahawks Today, powered by Chat Sports. The Seahawks take Coby Bryant with the 109th pick. Of course, with Coby, we think of the real Coby, right? Type 24 for Coby if you're excited about the pick, and let us know if you are ready for this one. John Schneider and Pete Carroll have found their cornerback. Coby Bryant is headed to the Seattle Seahawks with the 109th pick to begin the fourth round for the Seattle Seahawks. And if you're a Seahawk fan, you have to be excited about this pick here in the fourth round. A player that won the Jim Thorpe Award for the top defensive back in the country last year. He had 3 interceptions, 44 tackles, and remember, he was playing alongside Sauce Gardner as well, who went to in the top 4 of the NFL draft earlier. So a lot of talent there from this Cincinnati team that made the college football playoff. And with Coby Bryant, you're talking about size as well. Stands at 6'1", 193 on that front at age 23 years old, a 4-year starter there. The scouting report on Bryant, lots of experience, but a major competition jump is coming. Going from a non-Power 5 school to the National Football League will be a challenge for sure. He's a willing tackler, only missed 3 tackles in 2021. And what do we talk about with cornerbacks all the time? Those guys don't like to tackle. You don't have to worry about it with this guy, with Coby Bryant there. Allowed too many big plays at times for Cincinnati, and that's why the Tom Downey has him as his number 13 cornerback and 97th ranked player overall. But nonetheless, to find him here in the fourth round, the Seahawks have to be thrilled to get Coby Bryant at this spot for the Seattle Seahawks. Now here's your chance to weigh in. How do you guys think the Seahawks did with their first selection of day number 3? Give your grade. I'll have mine for you in just a second. Type A, B, C, D, or F. You're going to get an ad break. Take advantage of it while that ad's playing. Get your votes in how you think the Seahawks did with their first pick of day number 3. Now, for me, Coby Bryant, this is an easy A, right? How can you not love the pick in the fourth round? Look at the numbers here. The 40-yard dash time, a 4.5. Jump at 33 in the vertical. The numbers really good on that front from Coby Bryant. And the statistics, as we mentioned, 3 interceptions this past season, 44 tackles, 11 passes defended. Gave up some big plays, but I think the Seahawks found a guy that could play right away for this team. Here's more from NFL.com's Lance Zierlein, a productive 4-year starter whose experience sharpened his football IQ and leadership qualities. Bryant has good size and can be a real-time route reader and above-average ball skills and an anticipatory brand of coverage. That's the breakdown there on Coby Bryant. Now, when you looked at this Seahawks team heading into the draft, corner was one of the things that we talked about with this team for the last several months, that they needed to find some help. You have really good safeties with Jamal Adams and company back there, along with Quandre Diggs, but the corner spots need some help. The Seahawks did bring in some guys in free agency, but they didn't spend a whole lot of money. What the Seahawks did was they found nickel cornerbacks in free agency. Now with Coby Bryant, you have a possibility here of him working his way to the outside. Maybe not right away, but there is potential there. A solid fourth-round find with Coby Bryant there with this selection. I love it. I know that you guys do. I can't see how you cannot like this pick for the Seahawks at this position. Seahawks Today is covering the NFL draft as well as the undrafted free agents that we'll see their names mentioned over the next couple of days in the entire Seahawks offseason. And the way that you get Seahawks news is by subscribing to the channel, so you could be the first to know what's going on with this team. It's youtube.com/SeahawksTV to get the latest Seahawks news and rumors throughout the offseason. Turn those notifications on. You'll be glad you did here on Seahawks Today. We have live draft coverage today here on Chat Sports. Our main channel, youtube.com/ChatSportsTV, is covering every single pick from every single team, including the Seattle Seahawks. And the way that you watch it is on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/chatsportstv, as well as Rumble. They'll be covering the draft all day long, so you can see the breakdowns of every single pick throughout the day on Chat Sports. So going back over the scouting reports on Coby Bryant here, and, the resume for what Coby Bryant was able to do. We mentioned that he was a Jim Thorpe Award winner, but also was a first-team All-American this past year and defined an All-American cornerback in the fourth round. It's just crazy to think about. And he was a two-time All-Conference player in the American Athletic Conference this past year as well. The awards are there, but with what we saw from Sauce Gardner, there was so much attention on him. Coby Bryant kind of got forgotten about in this draft by a lot of folks. With Sauce Gardner getting so much attention from Cincinnati, it was kind of ignored how well Coby Bryant was alongside him. This Cincinnati defense, they were quite the tandem there. And so now you see Coby Bryant head to Seattle. There will be an adjustment period of some sorts going from the AAC to the National Football League. But I think this one for John Schneider and Pete Carroll, they're sitting back there. They're saying, we found a gem at this spot here. This guy could have gone much higher, but kind of just slipped through the cracks of some sorts. Got forgotten about with as much attention as there was paid to Sauce. Coby Bryant got forgotten about. But I got to tell you, I like what I've seen from Coby Bryant at this position. And for me, it's the size, 6'1" at that cornerback spot. He's going to show some ability there, I think, as far as that goes. The picks so far for the Seahawks, it started off with Charles Cross in the first round at number 9 overall. Then Boye Mafe and Kenneth Walker were picked back-to-back, the edge rusher from Minnesota, and then Walker, a running back from Michigan State. Abraham Lucas was the final selection last night, the offensive tackle from Washington State. So now you have your starting offensive tackles on both sides. At left and right tackle, you have an edge rusher, a running back, and a cornerback now. And I would think that through these first few picks of what we've seen so far from the Seahawks through 4 rounds, you have already found guys that will make an impact pretty quickly on this Seahawks team. So far, I like what I've seen from this Seahawks organization through this draft so far. Still a few more picks to go, but Seahawk fans, I think you could be optimistic about what this team has done so far to this point. Who should they draft next? A few more picks to go. Let us know what you guys think as far as your opinions on what the Seahawks should do next here in the 2022 NFL Draft.